I got that mo better blues, I wanna do better. I got that mo better blues, I wanna do better. I got that mo better blues, I wanna do better. My aim set for the sky, so I wrote 2 letters.
Yo, 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 what up, YouTube? Welcome to Sinn-Take, man. My name is Jason. Coming back with another one, man. I just got a good workout in, man. On my way to the crib to meet my brother real fast, man. Listen, bruh, I just want to tell y'all real fast, man. Listen, you gotta understand, right? Like, in order to gain traction, right? You know, like, take steps and move forward. You know what I mean? In order to gain traction, you gotta have traction first. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta have traction to gain traction. Our feet need to be on the ground. You know what I mean? And we have to actually have control in order to move forward. You know what I'm saying? Because otherwise we just be running in place. We just be floating because we don't have no traction. You know, when you driving, right, you gotta understand your wheels have traction. You know what I'm saying? Because it's on the concrete, it's on the pavement, therefore it can move. But listen, bro, if we live our life without having control over anything, and guess what? There's no way that we can move. Because we being controlled. We being controlled by demons. We being controlled by addiction. We being controlled by the government. We being controlled by circumstances. We being controlled by bad mindset. You know what I'm saying? When your mindset is messed up, listen, bro, you don't have control over anything. So you getting pushed and pulled wherever. You don't have control. You don't have traction. Therefore, you can't move like I'm moving right now in this car. And the only way I'm able to move is because my wheels have traction on the concrete, on the pavement, on the road. So whatever it is that you could gain control of gain control of that shit. You know what I mean? Or at least die trying. You know what I'm saying? Because I understand, like, listen, living this life, bro, is a lot of shit that we don't have control over. We don't know if we gonna live the next day. You know, we don't know, you know what I'm saying, if how we gonna feel, you know what I mean? And from one minute to the next, we don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because we can't see what's going on in the inside of us. You know what I'm saying? But it's certain things that we can't control. You know what I mean? We can't exactly see what's going on with our blood. We can't see what's going on with our heart. We can't see what's going on with our organs. But you know what we can control? The way we eat, the way we drink. You know what I'm saying? We have control over that. You know what I mean? We have control over the knowledge that we put in our mind, what we put in our brain. We got control over the things that we see and watch. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say, bro, a lot of the things you can't control. You can't control other people's actions. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot that you can't control. But the things that you can, listen, bro, gain traction in that. You know what I'm saying? You got to have traction, bro. That's why it's so important to stay grounded. You know, and not let so many things just, you know what I mean, just take control over you. Because when things take control over you, it's lifting you up. You lost. You can't, you just running, you running, you moving your legs, but guess what? They not on the ground. You know what I mean? A lot of times we be in our own way doing that shit with just the way that we thinking we just just being too full of yourself. You know what I mean? Being too vain, just too arrogant. You know what I mean? And a lot of times, bro, that's what killed the cat. Because we think that we can't get touched. We think that we can't get sick. We think that we could do whatever it is that we want and nothing is going to ever happen to us, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's far from that. That's not the truth. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the times when people think that way, they gonna just do whatever. They gonna let any and everybody control them. They gonna put any and everything in their body. They gonna continue to live reckless and do whatever they want. They gonna hang around anybody. They gonna jump into any rat. They gonna fuck anything. You know what I'm saying? Because hey, nothing is gonna happen to them. So they okay with not having control over their sexuality. They okay with not having control over their addictions and shit like that. They okay with just eating anything and putting anything into their mouth and shit like that. They okay with being reckless. You know what I'm saying? And that's not gonna get you anywhere in life. That's not gonna move you forward because like these tires, you have no traction. You know what I'm saying? It's like having bald tires. Like, yeah, you may be on the ground, but guess what? Your tire's bald as hell, and it's not gaining any traction. Therefore, it's just skidding. It's just skidding in place. just making smoke and shit like that, just burning off more rubber. And that's what we do with our lives. You know what I'm saying? We just wear ourselves out. You know what I'm saying? We reckless with our energy. So guess what? We fap all that away. We got no control over our anything. So guess what? We gonna watch a bunch of porn. We gonna fap away all our energy. You know what I'm saying? We gonna let anybody have it. We not gonna have control over our emotions. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna be all over the place. And lo and behold, while you doing that, your tires is just getting more and more bald. You know what I mean? So every time you hit that gas, bro, your ass ain't going nowhere. Your ass just skidding out of control, or you just doing donuts in one spot, not moving forward in anything. You not going anywhere, bro. And listen, bro, that's a terrible way to live. You know what I mean? And the only reason I know is because I used to live like that. When you don't got control over shit, when you don't got no traction, like I told y'all before, I told you the other day, it's one of the most frustrating feelings in the world. You know, because it feel like you not going nowhere, bro. You putting in all this work, you steady hitting the gas thinking that you doing something, but your ass ain't moving. You know what I mean? Them tires getting bald as fuck. But guess what? You don't want to change nothing in your life. You don't want to change them tires out. That's what it is. You don't want to change nothing in your life. You don't want to gain control over anything. So what you gonna do? You gonna put it in these women hands. You gonna put it in the government hands. You gonna put it in the food industry hands. You gonna put it in the doctor's hands. You gonna put it in your parents' hands. It's everybody. Your life is in everybody's hands. And the crazy part is that it's in the hands of people that probably don't even give a fuck about you like that. You know what I mean? So you guess what, bro? They fumble with your life. You think they gonna care? You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker's out here playing with your life, fumbling the ball and everything. You know what I mean? They playing with everything, playing with your health and everything, because you don't want to watch what you put in your mouth. You want to keep on partying and drinking and smoking. You want to keep doing all of the bad shit that's just making you decline in every which way. You know what I'm saying? From physically, mentally, emotionally, you drain. You have nothing. You have no grip on your life. You have no grip on your life, bro. And it's like, yo, man, at some point, we got to figure out how we going to change this shit. As men, we got to figure out how we going to change this whole narrative, bro. You know what I mean? Because there's too many of us getting picked off when it didn't have to be like that. You know what I mean? We losing everything when it didn't have to be like that. You know? So, if you can find a way to gain traction, do that shit. But put your feet on the ground and start taking control over the little things. Sometimes you gotta start with the small things. You gotta start with the things that's in front of you. You gotta start with yourself, my nigga. You know what I mean? If you don't start with yourself, there's no way that you're gonna be able to control the narrative of your surroundings and the other people in your life. They gonna be just as out of control as you. And that'd be crazy too, man, because we be wanting to lead. We call ourselves bosses, leaders, kings, but we not that with any of the things in our life. We can't be none of that shit without any self-discipline. It just don't work like that. It's not gonna work. Without self-discipline, bro, you ain't no fucking king. You know what I mean? You ain't no boss. You know what I mean? You ain't none of that shit, dog. Cause you ain't got no discipline. You ain't got control over all your own life. You not taking no steps and moving yourself forward. So who the fuck gonna follow that? You know what I mean? Who gonna follow you? These women ain't gonna follow you. You know what I mean? You a bad example. And that be the crazy part too. Niggas be all doing all that barking, bro. But how you gonna bark, bro? You a bad example. You can't be expecting people to follow you when you a bad example. You know what I mean? That's like a trainer, right? Wanting to get people to sign up for them to train them. You want to be a personal trainer, but you out of shape your damn self, bro. It don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? You got to draw people in. You got to have a body yourself. You got to be in shape yourself and make people believe, like, you know what? Damn, you know what? I'm going to get on board. You know, he in shape, his life together. You know what I'm saying? You can't be no motherfucking financial advisor if you going broke. You know what I mean? You can't tell people how they gonna lose weight when you can't even lose weight. You know what I mean? You can't be walking around talking about, you know, you a pimp and you doing this, you a ladies man and all that shit, but you getting ran by women. You know what I mean? You the one out here simping. You the one out here getting ran over and shit, but you want to tell other people how to live their life? See, that's a hypocrite. That's a hypocrite. I can't tell y'all nothing about semen retention if I'm not retaining. How the fuck am I gonna do that? How am I gonna tell y'all, oh yeah, you know what I mean, stop watching porn and jump on NoFap if I'm fapping every chance that I get? It don't work like that. So understand, bro, we gotta change the narrative of this shit, bro. You gotta have traction to gain traction. So get your feet on the ground, get your nuts in the mud, and let's get moving, bro. It's time to get dirty and win out here. You know what I mean? And that's my word, man. My name Jason, it's Sinn-Take. Holla at y'all later, man. Peace.
I got that mo better blues, I wanna do better. I got that mo better blues, I wanna do better. I got that mo better blues, I wanna do better. My aim set for the sky, so I wrote 2 letters.